We'll find out. We followed her on her walk around.
Do you see anything? What do you?
What's that?
Not just yet. I did some sketches and
For the bones.
on the drive here too. I sketched a building shaped like that in the building from that point of view.
On the drive here.
Show
Yeah.
it. We have it on.
That's impressive.
I had Danica take a video of it. I don't know what the other images are just yet, but maybe we'll figure it out.
She drew this in that little building.
Wow.
Before coming here.
Yeah.
Just a little sketch.
Very good.
But there's this building. I think it's this building. I don't know. Maybe it's this one. But it looks like that one from the side, but
Yeah.
And then this
there's
building.
that little one right there.
yeah, for the entrance. First off, like, this place is pretty cool. So, so right off the bat, when I walk in, it could have been on any beam, but this beam here, there's a noose hanging from it. So that could have been a hanging, it could have been a suicide. I don't see a person in it. I just see a noose. I have a strong pain in my chest, like I've taken a hit to the chest. It feels like a male energy is bringing this through, so I feel it could have been a blow, it could have been an accident, or it could have been a gunshot, but it's a strong, heavy hit to the chest. And I get winded and like, it feels like it's how he passed. I gotta brush up on my history because I feel like we're too far north, but I see what looks like possibly like Civil War soldiers outside here in the field. So I'm not sure maybe if they're coming back from war or if there was a battle, but they're out in the field. There's a bunch of men and they're blue, so Union soldiers. There was a woman here too at some point. So I don't know if there's a house on this property or how
There was.
because she's there cleaning and doing what she's showing me now is like scrubbing clothes, but she's in a house and it's like like there's a beautiful window with lace curtains and I feel like she's in her kitchen and she's scrubbing. So, and it feels like she's scrubbing some kind of like a shirt or like some kind of linens. Okay, I gotta walk back here. I'm sorry. I'm gonna walk back and forth because I don't feel it as much up here. As I go toward the back, somebody's grabbing my feet. So when I get the grabbing feet feeling, that means there's people underground. There's people buried. I don't know who's buried, if this is like an old like Native American burial site or if they buried family members here, but there are it doesn't have to be 100 people. It could be anywhere from 1 to as many people as you want, but there's definitely people buried because they're grabbing at my feet. And it doesn't mean that they're physically under the ground grabbing at my feet and they're suffering in some way. It's the way they let me know that they're buried here. I just saw the flash of the mail with the chest situation, and I heard there was a dispute. I don't know, that's just what came through. There was a dispute. I feel like I need to step outside for a second and look out here. So I really feel like the force against my feet is much stronger out here. Like it feels like there's hands over my feet pulling down at my feet. So I'm not sure, but the more I come out here, the more I feel it. So all I can tell you is there's soldiers out there. They look run down. They're walking slow. Like they're just, like they're beaten and tattered, and it's just like they're just done. That's the feeling, that like they're so exhausted. Where's the river?
Out that way.
Because they said there's a river. I feel like it's that way though. They keep pointing me in that direction. Is there another river over there?
There might be.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, like, they keep saying river, and I feel like they're pointing me in that direction. But look, I might just be confused and getting two things, but if the river's back there, I don't want to misinterpret, but I keep getting drawn in this direction when I hear river. And so...
There's a lake.
Ah.
There's a lake over there.
Okay. So
You've got the Black Creek that goes along this property that goes down to Angelica River.
Okay.
It goes to Genesee River.
Okay, and then there's a lake over there. So why am I hearing river, but they're pointing me toward the lake?
Yeah, there's a river going all the way that way.
Okay. Okay, so there's two things coming through. There's these Civil War soldiers. There's not more than, like right now, I don't see more than 20 of them. Over that way, I hear Native American over that way. And then I have Civil War here. And then I hear river here. So I don't know how it might all be connected, whether it's the lake and that's where they are, if this was something connected to some Civil War thing with some families, or if there was actually a battle here. And then there's the river here. They're not telling me anything, they're just showing how exhausted they are. So it feels more like it's like a residual thing than it does like they're coming and telling me a story. They're just showing me an image. Okay, so the only thing I can give you is that I am running and I hear horns or some kind of something. It's like loud horns. It's like I'm getting called to go. It's really weird. So I hear loud horns and I'm just running in this field. And it feels like it's coming from over there. I'm thinking like tornado? Do they get tornadoes over there?
Yes, yep.
Okay. So it's just, oh. So the woman is running over here, her skirt's blowing. Her hair is flowing, she has long hair, and it's flowing this way, sideways, and she's looking out over in that direction. Not sure, but there's a lot of wind, there's these horns, and there's people just, like, I feel them. I don't see them. I feel running. I'm not gonna lie to you. I look out that way and I feel like I see this huge cloud. And the only thing I can tell you is just like, oh shit. That's the feeling that I get when I see it. But it's almost like out of a movie, the way the sky looks. I feel like the house should be somewhere. She's greeting me, she's right here. I don't know, I feel like I'm supposed to be looking toward the house. I don't feel like it's that way, I just feel like I'm somewhere near it. I feel like it's over there somewhere. Something's... But she's over here. And when she was running and she's got her hair blowing, she's in this area. So... I don't know what. This makes no sense. But there's a Native American guy back in that leafy area and behind those wooden posts. And then all I can hear, I don't know why, so I must be getting signals crossed because I don't believe that there's caribou here, but I hear caribou. Like, I don't know if by chance caribou's coming through, but I'm just gonna say caribou. So what that means, I don't know. But he's back, so like maybe it's a name I don't know and I'm hearing it as caribou. But he's back in there. But it feels like everybody else is over there. by the lake. So I'm not sure what is going on. She had small children. I definitely see one little boy, but I feel there were at least 2 or 3. I don't see her husband around. So I don't know if the man who had the impact to his chest is her husband, if he passed away. But I don't see him with her. In all the scenes that she's showing me, it's just her by herself. And then the kids. I don't see a husband around her. So either she lost him younger, or I don't know, he's just not around. So if he's not the one that died of the impact, I'm not seeing him. There's something about, there were some angry people in the town at one point. So it feels like they got together. Almost, I don't want to say it's like a riot, but you know how if something happens in a town, you get that one, what do they call it, that one group of people?
The lynching mob?
The mob. I don't know if it's a lynching mob or not, but a mob gets together and they're angry and they want to take care of business and solve, take justice into their own hands. I keep feeling them, but I don't know where they are. I just know that they're around.
Could they be part of the dispute you were talking about?
It's possible. So I don't know, but it could be connected to the noose. I don't see a person in the noose. That's the thing. So maybe they did something, but it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to turn out. But I'm not sure why the noose is empty. It could just be that the noose is there to tell me it was either a suicide or a hanging, or the noose is empty for a reason in the fact that maybe they never got to that point.
Or it was a gesture, a threat.
Or a threat, that's a good point. So the storm feels like more recent history. So it has to be, like, part of me feels by the way that she's dressed, but it's so hard between like 1900 to 1950s, 60s on farmland to really tell the difference between what era, what time period it was, because like the farm clothing is very similar over the casual clothing is very similar over those decades, so it's hard for me to tell.
You wouldn't hear the horns.
I wouldn't hear the horns though, you're right. Mm-hmm. So it's sooner, it's like more recent history then. So there's recent history, there's like Civil War and Native American. I don't know if they connected or if they're just overlapping each other. But there's definitely something not peaceful. I definitely feel like an uncomfortableness. And like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it feels like I have no idea what the heck is going on. Like why I have these two scenes, how they interact. There's just either it's just an overlap in history, where they were here and then the Civil War soldiers existed here, and I'm just seeing all the different levels in history, or if it's actually something that they're interconnected. I don't know. I can't tell because that's just there. It's just present. This Native American man is more intelligent. He's sitting there quietly though. I'm not getting as much from him. Maybe we'll get more later. And then I just know that there's Native Americans around the water over there. So that mob is up in that area. So I'm not sure if there's more town that way. But when I think mob, I'm going in that direction. Man, it's just like a bunch of guys. One of them's wearing, it almost, like, this could be late 1800s, early 1900s because of the hats that the guys are wearing. So they're not quite, they're not quite cowboy hats. They're like the old, like, farmer caps. Like, I can't, not quite an Amish cap. Like, I can't describe it's not quite a cowboy hat. It's a different kind of hat. But it's got a larger rim around it. So I don't know if I'm picking up maybe something, I don't know. Like mixing of communities, I'm mixing them up, but like it's all a group of men. And they're not happy. I even see torches, that's what's crazy. Like I don't normally just see torches and actual mob running it towards an area and being frustrated. So who they were going after, I'm not sure. They're not showing me connections. Everybody feels like they're in their own piece of history. So I hear accident, but I don't know. Like my brain immediately goes to car accident, but I can't tell. But for some reason I see somebody in the river. So it's like something's overturned and they're in the river. I don't know where it is on the river, but I can feel it on the river. There was a female that passed away. They're like... Is there a serial killer near here? Because...
Something close to that, yeah, actually.
Okay, because there's definitely, like, they just showed me, like, I had a flash of, what was his name? Jeffrey Dahmer? Was it Dahmer? The one from Akron. Was that his name? Yeah. So, they just showed me a flash of him, and then I see buried, like, people buried or people dead around him. So... I'm not sure if that person is connected to whatever happened here in the river, but after I saw this whole situation here, that's when they showed me the serial killer. So if it's connected to the land or connected to this, but there's something about this person. It feels like it's a male serial killer. Like that's the energy I'm getting, but like a lot of female serial killers give off that masculine energy, but they showed me Jeffrey Dahmer, which is a man. So I feel like there's a masculine energy there. And I see women that are dead. There could have been men too, but right now they're just showing me women.